Good evening, everyone. My name is Sally Field.
And I'm Bill Pullman, and it's our pleasure to say...
Welcome to the Graham Norton Show.
So, hey, we've got a packed show for tonight. I tell you, I've got more guests than Theresa May's had meaningful votes. So meaningful. And I tell you, what good guests to kick off the new run. I'm really looking forward to chatting to them, which is lucky, because, you know, not everyone likes the people they have to sit down and talk to. Yeah, Theresa's last hope of clinging on to power is by getting Corbyn on side. Here's Corbyn just before the meeting with his team of advisors. Yeah, the loyal supporters all got his back. Here's Theresa with hers. Hello, flowers. We're now in a full-blown constitutional crisis. Both parties equally divided. Cracks have been appearing all over Parliament. Don't you see? Finally tonight, Donald Trump. Now, just when you think there are no more jokes to be made about Donald Trump and the word orange, he comes up with one himself. Here's Donald this week talking about the Mueller report and trying to say the word origins.
I hope they now go and take a look at the oranges of the investigation, the beginnings of that investigation. The Mueller report, I wish, covered the oranges, how it started.
Unbelievable. Let's get some guests on! Later, we'll have music from folk rock sensation The Lumineers, everybody! Yeah! But first, he's one half of the brains behind the BAFTA award-winning Little Britain, who's gone on to star in the likes of Doctor Who, Bridesmaids and Alice in Wonderland. Now he's back in the West End with Les Miserables. It's Matt Lucas! There he is! Oh! This way round. Nice to see you. Have a seat, thank you. This actress has kept us on the edge of our seats in shows like Line of Duty, The Missing, and the hit series Bodyguard. Here to tell us about her new drama, Summer of Rockets, it's Keely Hawes, everybody! Woo! Oh! They're amazing. I just noticed. Hello. Keely Hawes, everyone! This man has starred in box office hits like Sleepless in Seattle, While You Were Sleeping, Independence Day, and now the critically acclaimed TV series The Sinner. Here making his West End debut in All My Sons, it's a first-time welcome to Mr. Bill Pullman! Nice to see you. It's all good. It won't hurt. It won't hurt. There you go. And joining Bill on stage is double Oscar-winning Hollywood great, has starred in films like Norma Ray, Steel Magnolias, Forrest Gump, Mrs. Doubtfire, and Lincoln. Please welcome back Sally Field! Have seats. Welcome back to Matt and Keely. Lovely to see you both.
Thank you.
But can we just say, Bill Pullman, Sally Field, normally when kind of, you know, Hollywood comes a-calling, it's a bit of red carpet and a chat and then off you go. But you two are here now. You're kind of living here.
Not together. His wife wouldn't let
That was
me
my
even
showbiz
say.
exclusive.
No, yes, we're doing a play. We will be here till the beginning of June.
But now you know London quite well, don't you, Bill?
We came here in '73 when I was a college student.
It hasn't changed.
It hasn't changed. Finsbury Park, you know, chucking pence into the heating system, you know, when it ran out. It was... But yeah, I'm 10 minutes... I wanted to be able to walk to the theatre. I'm 10 minutes in Lambeth, and that South Bank is amazing, you know. There's so much to see. And
Matt, you've done the other thing. You're permanently in LA now.
Yes, although I'm here for...
Obviously, you're here now. I see you.
I'm currently in LA on one of those delays, so I'll answer all your questions 3 seconds after you've asked them. Yes, I've been living out there, but I'm here for most of this year because I'm filling in for Zoe Ball on her breakfast show on bank holidays and things like that. And then I'm going into Les Miserables again this summer for a few weeks.
Wow.
Yeah.
But now, I think you went to LA for kind of anonymity, but then people do recognise you there.
Yeah, I went there for a few different reasons, but now, yeah, well, because of Doctor Who is pretty popular in the States, and also Bridesmaids. Even 10 years later, people still, but they think I'm Rebel Wilson. So that's a bit weird, but they.
Well, we do have a picture of you together, and I mean, it's possible.
Yeah, but we lived together for 3 years, so I think I've said this before, but people either think we're brother and sister, husband and wife, the same person, or all three.
Keeley Hawes, you're so hot right now. Yeah. But no, like, this is Keeley Hawes time. It's...
Well, yeah, well, I mean, yeah, I don't really know what to say to that.
Yeah, no, I know.
It's
It's a weird thing when one of those things happens.
Really weird. When you're 43, that's a bit weird.
Yeah.
When you've been in this, business for 200 years and suddenly you're hot, it's hot. It's an interesting one.
But Bodyguard took off in a way that I think no one expected.
It was completely insane, and people are always saying to me, what was it, what's the recipe for that sort of success? And you're like, well, if I knew
Well,
that,
it's
I mean,
so
we'd all
good.
be...
It's incredibly good. I mean, I stayed up way too late.
Thank you.
I watched them all. Bing, 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 bing. All.
Matt Lucas has a question.
Yeah,
Matt Lucas-
no, just to say, I haven't seen it yet, so can you not talk about it?
Oh, you won't believe in episode 3. You won't believe what happened. No, never. I won't.
So please, just
Okay, no
don't talk
spoilers.
about it at all.
Yeah.
Please,
And actually, because it's on in America now.
Yes.
Is that what you... Do you see it in America?
Yes, yes.
Have you seen it, Bill?
No, I haven't. I'm like Matt. I
Okay.
don't want to hear a lot about it yet.
Well, if people are watching in America, she's really dead. Doesn't come back. Doesn't come back.
But people won't have it
Wait
anyway.
a minute.
So,
Don't.
No, didn't you think she was going to come back to life?
Well, wait a minute. For those of you that haven't seen this, that's a complete red herring. That doesn't exist. What he just said. No.
No, they're going to get really confused now, Sally, because they're going, but Sally Field said...
Well, let them watch it and decide for themselves.
She's dead. But now, here's the other odd thing. I don't know if you had this problem, but apparently American viewers have some confusion over Richard Madden's character and his relationship with you.
yes, because of his fabulous Scottish accent, whenever he calls me Mom, because I'm his boss, he actually calls me Mum.
Oh, yes, I did notice that, but I kind of went with it.
You thought, wow, that's a big plot twist no one's talking about.
I kind of went, okay.
And actually, someone, I don't know who did this, but someone's done a compilation of him saying Mom.
Mum, your mum. Yes, Mum, thanks, Mum. Morning, Mum. Let's go, Mum. No idea, Mum. Sorry, Mum.
It's a very different show.
It's a very different show. Very different show. Quite early on, he did say to me, we'd done a few scenes and I had lots of dialogue. I was playing the Home Secretary, lots of chat, and occasionally he would reply with, yes, Mum. and he said, do you think I say Mum a bit too much? I said, no. 73 times in episode 1. But no, I love the way he says Mum. OK, moving on. Thank you, Graham.
She's dead. Bill and Sally are here to tell us about their play, Arthur Miller's All My Sons. It's at the Old Vic from the 13th of April onto the 8th of June. And if you're not in London, it will be broadcast live to the nation on 14th of May as part of the National Theatre Live. And now, were both of you aware of the Old Vic and its reputation?
Oh, my gosh, yes.
OK. Well, was that part of the saying yes?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. It's to those of us who most of my career, all of my career basically, was located in the motion picture industry or a television industry around Los Angeles. I always wanted to be doing theater, and the Old Vic man, that was just like this romantic vision. All of those fabulous English, British actors that came out of it, you know, the legends.
Yeah.
So sure, and this part of my life, I get to explore those things I didn't get to do when I was young.
Because you'd heard it being mentioned, the old thing, Bill.
I did.
Why are you laughing?
It was because I had also really was seeing, you know, when I was 21, go see performances of great actors, and I was still not even knowing what I'm going to do with my life, and I was very inspired. But then I was seeing this little interview with Anthony Hopkins around the Silence of the Lamb thing, and they were very interested in his demonic nature, and then they said, you know, what's the closest you've ever been to hell? And he said, playing the old Vic on a matinee on a rainy afternoon.
And you still came and did this?
Try it! I want to try it! I want to go to...
Let me at it.
Let's see if I can live.
So obviously,
Yeah, I've done it, yeah.
and obviously, All My Sons is one of Arthur Miller's, you know, one of his big classics. And now we've got a picture of you in rehearsal with Jenna Coleman here and Colin Mergan. Now, is that you acting here, Bill?
Oh, God. I let it leak out, didn't I?
Yeah. Now, see, Colin and Jenna fascinated by Bill's performance. Sally, less so.
Good for you.
I'm just like...
You're having so much fun up there.
I'm suffering.
And I wondered, Sally, you mentioned that, you know, your career has mostly been in film and in television. That rehearsal process, is that a luxury, or are you kind of thinking, come on, let's do it?
Both. But I was lucky enough in a great deal of my motion picture life that I was with really wonderful directors who came from the theater, who valued real, significant rehearsal time. So, so rehearsal is hugely important, even in a film, I think. But then, you know, you'll run into actors, you know, very successful actors and directors who don't want to rehearse one moment of film, which is Lincoln, for instance. Woohoo! We're not a second of rehearsal time. Zero, as a matter of fact.
That's amazing. I'm amazed by that.
Yeah,
Wow.
but I understand the thought process behind it, because film is interesting in that way, and that it looks to catch a moment, a second, a flash, a smile, something that could never happen again, that you couldn't plan, and what, you know, some actors want to do is protect that and let it happen then. As opposed to the craft of what stage is that you have to find a way night after night, rainy matinee after rainy matinee to recreate a performance or get to an alive place every performance that doesn't seem repeated. It's just a very different craft.
Because Bill, I mean, that is your background. Theatre is absolutely your background.
Yeah, I started in it, yeah. But I think it's probably when you were talking about how many lines you have to learn for Bodyguard, and then they're gone, and you just get another script. And I'm doing a television series now, and you've done so many, and you know, it's just great to be able to take a play and then repeat it. You know, actually, that's the gift, is to say,
And that's when you have some fun.
Yeah.
Because you can try different things, and you can sort of edit yourself as you go along.
But then early on in theatre, and this would have been enough to put me off, I think, Bill, didn't you, I mean, I'm smiling, I don't know why, you had a proper serious accident.
Yes, I did. I was in college in the time period where everybody was doing a lot of physical theater, and we were creating an ice church for Ibsen's Brand, one of the seldom done poetic dramas of the Norwegian master. And and I was Brand, and climbing the top of the ice church created by people's bodies. Somebody slipped and moved or something, and I fell 15 feet, and I hit my head. I was in a coma for 2.5 days, and I'm still doing theater. Isn't that amazing?
But the people who came along to see it went, this is a great play. Oh, you should have seen it. There was
Fun up there.
one bit where he fell, and it was like he really fell. Yeah.
But you're still... you still carry the scars.
Yes. I lost my sense of smell from that, yeah.
Forever. That you can't fix
I
it.
tried to get it back. Actually, there's some interesting holistic treatments in London. It's got a kind of a cutting-edge leader of the world, I think, in a lot of different holistic... And I'm trying it on.
To get
my smell back. Yeah.
But do you want it back at this point?
Oh, Graham, yeah.
Are you
I'm
sure?
Is it pleasant now?
No. No, that's a weird sense to lose,
Yeah, it's a
isn't it?
weird one.
Yes.
It's not a lot of empathy. People go, well, it's such
But you
a
have
sight.
taste, so you can't smell something and have some idea of how it will taste. You have to taste it.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
then
You know the way
whether
you hold up a
like it.
T-shirt and you go, it looks clean.
Yeah.
Presumably you put it on.
You just go ahead. Yeah. It's a really, it's a weird one that, but I'm very useful for certain things, you know.
Yeah.
They can send me in to clean up.
Send you in.
Yeah.
So other people don't want to even
Where's
enter the
Bill?
room.
Send him in there right away.
Have you lost it all
Lost
completely?
it all. Yeah, I had to do a movie about wine, and a guy who has to, like, the first thing, the bottle shock, it's called, and I had to, and I was faking it terribly.
Wow.
But maybe I'll get this back being in London.
I don't want you to get it back. I think it'll freak you out if you get it back. The world will stink.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
If you get it back, don't go on the tube.
I'm enjoying the tube so much.
the curtain will go up and you'll go, oh my God. Now, Sally Field, a very special year, 25 years since Mrs. Doubtfire. Yeah. And it was only when you were coming on the show I was reading about it. I didn't realise that they filmed that film in a way that they don't normally film films. They did more cameras.
Well, I know we shot it differently because we, like most films, we shot very few pages per day, certainly those days. And we would shoot exactly the scene that was written first up, do the text pretty much, and take one, take two, maybe take three, but probably not. And after that, the rest of the day was for Robin to do whatever he could think of. And he just did. And so we would film it. And it was insane. And it was a lot of fun because I was trying to keep up with him and play the straight man, and he would say, well, how, bizarre things. How about if I crawl in the window this time? And, okay, sure, then let's try that. Ultimately, the film that people have seen is take 1, 2, and 3.
Oh.
And that's it. But, they had promised Robin that he got to really play around with it and maybe something would come out of it, but...
Yeah. Well, just to remind ourselves of you and what you did in that film, your reactions. This is the reaction that just at the end when you discover that Mrs. Doubtfire is in fact your husband. This is genius.
Yeah, honey. It's me. Your birthday.
Oh, my God! Oh, my God! Oh, my God! The whole time you were... The whole time!
I'm sorry. Please.
Don't talk to me! Don't touch me! Don't touch me! I have to go. We have to leave now. I have to leave. We have to leave now. I have to go. Go.
Sorry to say that. Brilliant.
Actually, there is only two lines in that scene. That it's basically the whole time. She says, oh my God, the whole time I have to go. That's all there was. It was just, came out of it. We shot that at the very end of the whole film. It was like the last 2 days of shooting. And I think it came out of the insanity of the whole thing. And it just happened.
Oh, just brilliant. And of course, talking of iconic roles, Bill, we must mention Independence Day. which is, I mean, again, it's one of those films. Because, and it's not just me saying this, apparently President Whitmore was voted best fictional president.
Isn't that something? Yeah. Do you get people wanting you to be the Home Secretary?
Yes, I do, funnily enough.
Interesting.
There's a long line.
Long line. But who would have thought now that there are many actors becoming heads of state and
Yes.
TV personalities? What? Graham?
No.
No.
But
He's dead.
Yeah, I'm so dead. Dead inside, Sally. Years ago. But Bill, didn't you watch yourself being a president with the president?
Yeah, that was a rare experience of being in the middle of a press conference and then saying we're going to be going in a helicopter and then in a plane and go to the White House and see the movie. And I was kind of tagging along, thinking I'll stay in the back, and we were all hovering in the back. And then Bill Clinton was sitting with Hillary in front, and he stood up and said, all right, we got one seat here. And Roland Emmerich, who's the director, said, I'm German. I don't think that would be good. And then Dean Devlin, who is a huge fan of Clinton, and just said, no, I'm too nervous, I'm shaky. So I went down and watched the movie with sitting next to a real president. Like, you haven't seen your series with sitting next to a real politician, probably, have it?
No, and what happens in episode 3, you probably wouldn't want to sit next to that politician at lunch.
But didn't the Home Secretary...
Or, in fact, any of the
But
episodes.
didn't the Home Secretary come up to you?
She, yes, I bumped into Amber Rudd. And
well, you wouldn't arrange to meet her. It's not, you haven't seen it, but it's not an impersonation of Amber Rudd. But I did watch a lot of her for research. So, yes, and I was in a restaurant, and I thought, oh, God, Amber Rudd's over there. And carried on. I was having lunch with my husband, and then as she got up to leave, she... Keely! And it was very odd. She thought you were going to come back to life, didn't she?
What did she think? She did ask me if I'm actually dead.
Yeah, of course she did. And she thought, oh, she's lying. Yeah. But Bill, Independence Day, that famous speech, the famous speech at the end, and I'm sure you get asked about it all the time. You know, we celebrate our Independence Day. But recently, you did give a special treat to some students, I think, at a college. It was a graduation day. We've got the clip, anyway. Here you are.
Because today is a day I get a chance to do something I've really been wanting to do for a couple of decades, and that is this, which is the chance to say, you will not go quietly into the night because today is your graduation day!
Yay! Good booking.
Yeah. It's like Whitmore comes out of the Klondike with that beard on. Oh, my God. I had it for another thing, but I didn't realize I was so woolly.
You must have been so excited. Yay, we got him.
Yeah.
Now, Keely's new drama is called Summer of Rockets, and it airing next month on BBC Two. And this is the latest from Stephen Polyakov. And now, I've only seen episode 1, but it strikes me, this is a really kind of engaging, audience-friendly, fast-paced drama from him.
It is from him, and it's really interesting. I'm not sure if you know yet, but Stephen, I've wanted to work with Stephen for years and years, so I was thrilled when he asked me to do this. But what makes it very special is that it is semi-autobiographical in that the lead character is a guy called Samuel, and he's played by the lovely Toby Stephens.
So good in it.
So good in it.
Yeah.
And his character is an amalgamation of Stephen's grandfather and his father.
Okay.
And he becomes involved with my character's family, and my character is called Kathleen Shaw, and she is a politician's wife. And they are a family with a lot of secrets. It's one of those shows, it's very tricky to talk about because everybody has a secret.
Yeah, but you are dead, right?
Mainly, it's like The Sixth Sense. We're all dead. Yeah. So
and it's a great bit of history because it's kind of
it's
mid-50s,
amazing.
late 50s,
Yes,
and it's just the
yes,
start of the
1958.
space race.
That's right, that's right.
Yeah.
Britain are testing their first hydrogen bomb in 1958. So the feeling, that, you know, which I think really comes across in the drama, it's tricky. It's tricky to talk about, but yeah, I hope everybody.
No, it is
loves
terrific. Now we have a clip, and it's you, and it's the little boy Sasha.
Yes.
But now I think you should explain the clip a bit, otherwise it looks odd, I think.
Yes, and it's also tricky to explain because we find Sasha. Sasha has just witnessed my husband doing something, well, some very odd behaviour.
Yes.
And which is one of the family secrets, which I won't tell you what that is because that's another huge spoiler.
Yeah.
And I'm basically paying him off.
Yeah.
So that he won't tell.
Yeah, very good. Here it is.
And as a proper thank you, I want you to have this. Please take it. For me. It'll be our secret. Just you and me, what happened here today. Don't tell your father or your mother about anything. You promise? It'll be our secret.
You really can tell just how, you know, Stephen has such a deep love of film and television, and I think even that clip, it's a love letter.
And we should mention that little boy, Toby Wolfe, who really kind of, he's kind of the star of it. I mean,
how dare you? He's
see
fabulous. He actually is. I mean, he's just brilliant.
Well, a lot of it's seen through his eyes, and it's...
Yes.
Yeah, no, he's amazing. Now, not just that, next month, but this weekend, the final series of The Durrells.
Yes, the final series.
Yes, on ITV, 8 p.m. And this is a big hit for ITV, but also Corfu tourism. Like, in the years that you've been filming this, presumably you've noticed an increase in British people.
In people searching for us. Yes, yes. Yeah, people just love it. But oddly, it hasn't gone out in Greece. So they know in Corfu that we're filming something and something's going on, and they know that it's the Durrells, but they haven't actually seen it until very recently, I think. But yes, lots of Brits are travelling to Corfu, and quite rightly, it's absolutely beautiful. It's gorgeous. I don't know if you've
It's another show of yours that I love. I didn't tell you that back there. Love it.
Oh,
I didn't like just hearing that it was the last season.
It's the last season, yes.
She does.
The Durrells were in Corfu.
Maybe she does, I don't know. I hope not.
That would be bad.
Yeah, that would be bad.
Very bad.
Yeah, the Durrells were there for 4 years, and we've been there for 4 years, and it was great to be able to, you know, finish their story because it's based in truth, you know, based on real characters. So I feel we've done the Durrells proud.
Yes. And Keely Holmes, BAFTA Awards coming up. You're up for 3 of them.
Thanks, guys.
Good night.
So nice. Yeah. I mean, it's such a surprise. And nobody tells you about these things. You know, people say, oh, you must have known. And you don't. You just wake up, making a cup of tea, look at your phone, 7,000 missed calls and messages, and it becomes apparent that you are, you know, nominated in various categories, which is really flattering and really lovely. So I'm
Good
thrilled.
luck.
Thank you.
May the something.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Who are you wearing? I love it when they say that. Who are you wearing? Well, I'm wearing this person. have you got all your outfits
I don't
sorted?
have a frock yet.
Oh, you don't?
No. All my outfits.
Can I recommend Primark? They are such great value.
Primani.
Primani, yes.
Primani.
Primani. And, of course, it's very rare we get a double Oscar winner on the couch. And accepting awards... Now, obviously, your second acceptance speech is one of the most famous of all time.
Yes.
But accepting awards, it's not that easy. Now, we've got a less famous clip of Bill. This is Bill Pullman accepting an award. And watch carefully now. This is Bill Pullman accepting an award at, I think it's the Woodstock Film Festival. Here he is.
Thank you very much. I've been sitting down there and realizing how small the heads look on top of this. So I wanted to figure out if I could get really... I got 2 awards tonight.
People should know better than try to give me an award.
Perfect.
But they fixed it, didn't they?
Yeah, they actually did. They welded it back up together. They chucked it back.
Do you still have it?
Yeah, oh, God, I'd have to after the amount I thought, oh, good, one less thing for my suitcase. But they go, no, we'll weld it back together. It's a good piece.
Because, Matt, was it your very first award that you got that didn't go that well?
Oh, what, the GQ award?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know you won a couple of Oscars, but we won a GQ award. And, well, yeah, so me and David won a GQ award for Little Britain, and it was presented to us by Katie Price and Peter Andre, who were married at the time. Don't laugh. Don't laugh. We were held in very high regard. And I think Peter Andre said something like, I love these guys, David Lucas and Matt Williams are great. He said something like that, but he goes, this is my favourite show, Little Brian. So I just said, thank you, I've always loved your song, Mysterious Grill. Yeah. So that was our moment. Thank you.
Now, Matt, you, as we say, you are returning to the West End, but in sort of a kind of a nice way, because you're doing concert performances of Les Miserables.
Yeah.
These are going to be at the Gielgud Theatre. It's the 10th of August to the 13th of November. So regular Les Miserables, is that stopping for a while?
Yes, so they're stopping regular Les Miserables for about 4 months while they refurbish the theatre, and then they're taking out the original production of Les Mis with the revolving stage, and they're putting in a more recent production into that theatre, and they're refurbishing it and what have you. So the theatre next door, the Gielgud, we're doing Les Miserables in concert, which is, I think it's about 97% of Les Miserables. It's just, when you go and see Les Mis, there's like musical bits where the stage is turning round, and I think they've cut those bits out of this because otherwise we'd all just be standing there. But it's 65 people are on stage if you include the orchestra and all of the cast. So it's a big
like
group of people. Yeah.
But are you in costume while you do it?
Yes, I think we're in costume, and we do all, it's the show, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But with an amazing cast and people come in and go. And...
So Alfie Boe is playing Valjean, who I did it with years ago, and he does 5 shows a week because he's opera. Things like, he has that opera style, and I don't know why I did that voice. I just sounded like the guy in the wheelchair from Little Britain.
I know, I don't like it.
And then John Owen Jones does the other 3, and he's amazing. And Javert is Michael Ball, who was Marius in the original production, who's come back in as Javert. So it's me, Alfie, Michael, and Carrie Hope Fletcher, who's very popular with the young people. She was in Heathers. She's a big YouTube star. Playing Fontaine. And, this is the great cast, yeah.
But when you were in it, how did the Queen thing happen?
Oh, right, OK. So when I was in Les Mis in 2011, it would have been Freddie Mercury's 65th birthday, and so I got a request from Queen to go to what would have been Freddie Mercury's 65th birthday party, and I said, oh, wow, yeah, I'd love to go, because I'm a huge Queen fan. And they said, we are having people perform with Queen that night. And it was proper singers and rock stars, but then they asked me to sing Good Old-Fashioned Lover Boy, which they hadn't played live since the late 70s, I think. And so I went and performed, and I ran from the theatre, still in all my Les Mis makeup and Les Mis costume, but I painted on a Freddie Mercury moustache. And
I think we've got a picture of that.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's one of those things. I was such a fan of Queen and such a fan of Les Miserables that, short of playing for Arsenal, I think every single childhood dream happened to me that day. Yeah.
And so the first time you did the concert performance, it was at the O2 for the 25th anniversary, and there was a DVD of that, so we can see a clip of you busting a gut. Here you go.
Here we go. Charging for the lice, extra for the mice, 2% for looking in the mirror twice. Here a little slice, there a little cut, 3% for sleeping with the window shut. When it comes to fixing prices, there are lots of tricks he knows. How it all increases, all the bits and pieces. Jesus, it's amazing how it grows. Jesus, what a sorry little lot.
Great! Matt Lucas, everybody! Very good.
Yeah.
Right, it is time for music. This Grammy-nominated band had a meteoric rise with their debut single, Ho Hey, and they're here tonight with an exclusive first TV performance of their new single, Gloria. Please welcome the Lumineers!
Gloria, I smell it on your breath. Gloria, the booze and peppermint. Gloria, no one said enough is enough. Gloria, they found you on the floor. Gloria, my hand was tied to yours. Gloria, did you finally see that enough is enough? Did you know me when I was younger than I could take the whole world with me? I would find myself feeling alone. Heaven help me now, heaven show the way, get me back on my own 2 feet. I would lie awake and pray you don't lie awake for me. Whoa. Heaven help me now, heaven show the way, get me back on my own 2 feet. I would lie awake and pray you don't lie awake for me. Every night, every day long, get me back on my own 2 feet. I would lie awake and pray you don't lie awake for me. Whoa.
sir. Very nice to see you. Hello. Please sit down.
Very nice to meet you.
This is Matt, Keely, Bill, Sally. Woo! Hey. So now, thank you very much for that performance. Love that song. It's great. Terrific.
Thanks for having us.
Yeah. And that, of course, is the single, and it's out today, I believe.
Today's the day, yeah.
Today is the day. And actually, today is a big day for Lumineers and Lumineer fans.
Yeah, it is a big day.
Every day is a big day for Lumineer fans.
We were supposed to tell them that the single's out, you can pre-order the album, and...
Pre-order was the big thing, yeah.
Yeah, that's
they
big.
kept yelling at us.
Let's really get that message out there.
Yeah.
Oh, now, I'm being told, oh, there is, look. Have you seen that before? That's your album.
Just now, yeah.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah. It's, is it called 3?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yes, excellent. I feel like we're really on message.
Yeah. You all got the memo, yeah.
OK, so that's out in September?
September 13th, yeah.
But there's more you have to tell us.
We have some shows.
That's right.
What we're supposed to tell you.
Yeah, tickets are on sale next week.
Yeah.
I think we got it all done, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Business done. Now, which of you has a Little Britain connection?
I do. I'm a massive fan. Can I say
Oh,
that? Yeah.
thank you very much. Thank you.
Like, my wife is from Italy, and she actually got me onto the show. She did her senior thesis at university on Little Britain.
What?
Like, on the characters from a sociological perspective. She got an A.
Did she? Yeah, but was she pro it or anti it? Because a lot of people don't like it now.
Pro.
Oh, really? Oh, well, I might shake your hand.
I think she learned most of her English from it.
Thank you.
I'm a huge fan.
Oh, well, thank you. I enjoy your music.
Oh,
so there you go.
There you go.
Hey, free album for me. Lovely.
Hey! Yeah. Now, the Woody Harrelson.
Can I ask you guys, one of you have probably met him. Do I really look that much like
Yeah, you do.
Is it that bad?
Yeah.
Or that good, I should say?
Now, we can do a slide in, and oddly, in the picture, he is also... I think your thing is the hat, because Woody loves a hat as well.
Does he?
I think if one of you got rid of the hats, maybe this wouldn't happen.
I'm not giving this up, sorry.
Well, maybe you should email him.
Yeah.
When he gets bored of being called a Lumineer. There you go. Straight to the barrel down. Now, here we go. See, that is pretty good. Yeah. That is, yeah.
Look, you've got Woody Harrelson and Rebel Wilson on your show.
Good booking.
Yeah, good booking.
Yeah. The Lumineers, ladies and gentlemen. You've got a single, the album, and those tours. Good luck with them all. Thank you very much for coming in and playing for us. The Lumineers, everybody. Good. That is nearly it. Before we go, we have time for the first visit of the series to the big red chair. Hello.
Hello.
Hi, what's your name?
My name's Eleanor.
Eleanor, lovely. And where are you from, Eleanor?
I'm from Macclesfield.
Macclesfield. And do you still live in Macclesfield?
No, I live in London now.
Oh!
Yeah, I made the move.
Big smoke. And what do you do in London?
I'm a surveyor.
A surveyor. She surveys.
Everyone.
Yeah. OK, off you go with the story.
OK, so it's a bit of a coincidence. Earlier today, I was at work and I was just shouting over to my colleague, rambling on, and he thought that I said, "I want that one." And so that was my impression of you, Matt Lucas. I'm sorry.
I agree. Cruel and heartless you are.
It's the opportunity to tell your funniest story. I'm sure she thought for longer. Something funnier must have happened to her. But no, I think she was just struck by the coincidence that you were here.
Yeah.
It was kismet. Yes. Let's try something else. Hello.
Hi, how you going?
What's your name?
My name's Jack.
Jack, lovely. And are you travelling?
No, I live here now.
You live here now?
Londoner.
Lovely. What do you do here?
I'm a civil engineer.
A civil engineer? So, do you know the surveyor?
Not yet, but maybe later.
OK. Jack, off you go with your story.
It was a few years ago now, but I was living in New Zealand at the time. And when you're young and single, you download this thing called Tinder. And I went on a date, my first time, my first experience. Day went well, got invited to a house party on the Friday night. At the house party, I was a bit crook because I'd had a curry for lunch with my workmates. And so I had to disappear to the bathroom for a little bit.
Yes.
And I had ruined my underwear, which I took off very quickly, and I couldn't manage to hide them apart from this big rack on the back of the door, and I just hid them and went back to the party. About an hour later, the mother of the boy whose party it was, who I'd never met, holds up a pair of white underwear and says, "Whose are these?" Stops the music. We're all staring there. I'm like, could you believe someone would do that? The date I'm on, she says, "Oh, that's disgusting." One thing leads to another. Everyone denies it. We go back to my place, date 2, and walk in past my housemate. We get to my room. One thing's starting to lead to another. And then she very quickly realised, as I was getting undressed slowly, that I didn't have underwear on. And she looked at me and went, "Those were yours, weren't they?" And I went, "Yep." And she walked out, and my flatmate yelled from the kitchen. He's like, "Gee, bro, that was quick."
Good one. That's a good one. Good one. You don't understand.
It's only got one pair of underwear.
No, I think it was all the same night.
Oh.
It was all the same night.
I see.
Okay, that really is all we've got time for. If you'd like to have a go in that red chair yourself and tell your own story, you can contact us via our website at this address. Please say a huge thank you to all of my guests tonight. The Lumineers! Mr. Matt Lucas! Keely Hawes! Bill Pullman! And Sally Field! Join me next week with singer Tom Walker, Game of Thrones Emilia Clarke and Kit Harington, Oscar winner Julianne Moore, and Avengers Paul Rudd and Chris Hemsworth. I'll see you then. Good night, everybody. Bye-bye!